we're here. We made it to beautiful Cortina. With my parents here, which is super nice. They've flown in from Chamonix, so taking them hiking for a week. James, you would have seen in Turkey. I've known him since I was 14, went to school together. He cycled from Amsterdam to Cortina, which is crazy. It's like 5 days of cycling, about 150 kilometers a day. And now we're heading in, a little bit of chill tonight, and then tomorrow we start hiking.
Okay, so then...
Here with Mum. I'm gonna have to tell everyone my backstory and my hard, tough upbringing that raised me into me.
Yeah.
My troubled upbringing, my early beginnings, bad shaped.
Troubling parents.
It's been adversity from day one. Just overcome
adversity
that.
or I think it's been diversity, equity and inclusion. That's us.
And then you've got Dad, Mark Robertson. And these are my loving parents that raised me.
Loving and lovely, I hope.
Loving and lovely parents that raised me everything I am today. You'll be seeing a lot more of them. We live tomorrow on the actual hike, so it's going to be a warm-up hike to the real hike. But it's a super iconic spot.
Before leaving from here, what do you want to do up there?
Walk.
To go to Cardini?
Yeah, but it's a really long trail.
How long?
And it's really late in the afternoon, and probably it will also start a storm over there. Are you sure about it?
How far is it? Is it 2 miles?
Yeah, it could be between 1 and 2 hours.
There and back, eh?
No, just to go there.
But it says round trip.
Ah, okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then pick us up.
Yeah. If you don't die on the way.
We won't die. We won't die. You decide. Let's go for the drive.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll drive up.
Alright team, it's day one of our Dolomites trip. We're about to go down and get some breakfast. I think for a lot of people, I always get asked by, I guess like colleagues, I had some investors as well that I was speaking to, and they're like, fuck, it's so unique. Unique can always be a bit of a negative word, but so different and unique that you're in the Dolomites. And it was a little bit of like, why are you here? I completely get that as well. It's probably a time where I should be back home, should be locking myself in a cupboard and just working on my business. But the reality is, I'm never really going to be 25 again in the Dolomites with my parents. It's so easy, and so many people go, oh, next year I'll do it. And then 4 years later, they look up, they've made all the money, they're 4 times richer, but you know, their parents can't walk anymore. And that's what I'm scared of, is like, how long do I have the access? Time and health are the only scarcities in life. Money is in abundance, and like, you're always going to be able to earn more money. And once you have a scalable vessel, money is always going to be in abundance. But time and health are the actual real scarcities. We only have 24 hours in a day. We only have a lifetime to live. I'm here. Might as well go hiking. Make the most of it. Be in a beautiful place. Still get some work in. Had a couple calls this morning with my head of growth, with my marketing team, and with my head of community. All right, team. Time for brekkie.
Here we are in the Dolomites.
So you think you could tell?
The beginning of the hike. After we're walking for 3 or 4 days of our hunting and gathering stuff here. Nah, I think it's going to be very relaxed. But it's pretty beautiful, as you can see.
Can you tell a green field?
So this is the rock, the dolomite. It's called dolomite. It's calcium magnesium carbonate, and it was formed billions of years ago from sediments when there was a tropical sea covering all of this area, putting down layers of sedimentary rock, which then was uplifted as the African plate pushed up into the European plate. And it was discovered around sometime in the 19th century by an explorer called Mr. Dolomieu, and it's the calcium magnesium carbonate that makes it so white.
Wow.
Wow.
The apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
I don't know.
One take wonder.
Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train?
Day one, still hiking. We just came from all the way up there. How many kilometers have we done?
Well, I think my Strava's lying, because up there it said we'd only done like 2.5.
My watch is 11.
Mine says
Around
5.
11 kilometers. And I think it's a 20-something K day. So we got another 9 to go. And yeah, I think we'll cruise in, have a little lunch, and then go from there. We made it. Next spot, I think we have a sauna, no gym. Here, we're gonna be pumping some push-ups, some pike press-ups, get that shoulder, get that wide V-taper look. We made it to Sia. I'm not even gonna try. We made it to the next spot. Successful day. Beautiful, look at that.
Amazing. Imagine a hotel like this. Just it's very luxury for junior suite. You fancy boy.
I don't know. That's all right, my pleasure.
Thank you. I think we've done so well.
I didn't quite get there in time to retire my parents. They managed to do that themselves. They're both in their mid-60s now. But I think to be able to take them to really nice places, because we had such a great childhood. They sent me to a great private school in New Zealand called St. Ken's. Had such a fortunate upbringing. And I feel like to be able to give back some of the favour, we travelled a lot when we were younger as well. So to be in the other sort of side of it, where you can take them to cool places, is a pretty epic feeling.
Man, listen, we got into the field.
Alright, started day 3. This is breakfast. Omelette, bacon, cheese, smoked salmon, tomato, fresh fruit, and then they have this muesli bar and they have like honey off the comb. Yeah, about to tuck in. Jimbo skipped dinner last night just for this.
I'm ready to eat. I've already started.
So, how far are we walking today?
16k.
16 kilometers today, so fueling ourselves correctly. Had a few calls this morning, a couple one-on-one clients, sorted out videographer, editing briefing, a technical developer team in Vietnam that Daron connected me with for an app that I want to launch in the fitness space, which you'll see very soon. And today we're hiking, 16 kilometers that way through the forest. I think it's going to be a very green day. Yesterday was lots of rocks and like mountainous shapes, and I think today's more of a green day. So yeah, we're off.
Hold my hand until you turn to ashes. Love me till they put me in my casket. I got all these feelings that I'm asking.
Alright, so a big part of what we do and what allows me to travel, one, hiring great people to work in your business so you can work on the business. Basically what I found, every tier you get to, like if you hit 10k a month, you don't really need any systems. To get to 100k a month, you need some systems, but they can be pretty basic and you can get away with a lot. 500k to $1 million a month, we're scaling to now to $1 million a month. It's like a whole nother level of systems and process. So things like CRM, customer relationship management systems get harder to build, and you start doing things a certain way, and then you get really ingrained in the way that you do it. So it's hard to relearn. But something that I'm doing is documenting everything we do, ironing it out, making it as efficient as possible. And then we've actually built our own CRM in-house, which we now license out to other coaches who are scaling to 50, 100, 500, $1 million a month. Just putting in the right systems, process, so that as you scale, like things are inevitably going to break, but you just need to register when they're breaking, how to fix them, and then build a system and SOP around it. Check out the view. Alrighty team, we just had some downhill, some serious Peterson step downs, high volume, but Jimbo's packing a bit of extra weight, so they were waiting.
Oh, you're gonna tuck into that apple, are you?
Thanks. Would you like a bite?
Oh, there are 2 of them.
A cinematic view.
Oh,
Ready?
that could be quite cool.
That's a good effort. Can Jimbo top it? I reckon he can.
Definitely.
Really hurts your jaw. Mine was way better. 3 bites, you ready? Some looks maxing. Shout out the Stickley brothers. Alright, ready?
No, there's no way. There's not a chance, bro. You can't count that as one, mate.
Oh, yeah.
It was a sneaky double bite. There was potentially double movement.
I reckon I could get this down in 2.
Go on.
In 2. I was in 2 from now. Oh, so you're going core as well. Oh, fuck that dog. Lads, we've only got one bite. Alright.
Yes. Oh!
See how much you got left.
I'm fucked. I can do this in 4 for sure.
Yeah, so. I won.
That's 4 bites.
If anyone can make it in 3, put it on your story, or just send it directly to me if you don't want your followers to see it. Because understandably, it's probably something you want to keep in confidence. Send it to me. I'll give you something special. I don't know what it is, but it'll be a good prize.
We'll figure it out.
Alright, after that apple eating saga, James and I are brainstorming a video idea. My whole thing is that you cannot overeat whole foods. So I want to do a video trying to hit 10,000 calories of only single ingredient whole food. So it's got to be like the raw ingredient. Obviously it can be cooked, but it's got to be the single ingredient. We can't have things like pasta, although I'd love to, given that we're here in Italy. I'm going to try to do 10,000 calories, Jimbo and I. If you want to see that video, comment below. I'd want to know what your breakfast, lunch and dinner would look like if you were trying to smash 10,000 calories of whole foods. Alright, welcome to day 3. Yesterday we walked around 20 kilometers. Set call this morning with Spanish M5, which by the time you're watching this we would have already announced who won and has been flown out or is being flown out to Barcelona to come and join us. We're currently taking a little bit of a shortcut. The option was to walk up everything you can see behind us and below us, but instead we're going like a little 20%. But then we're right at the top and we've got about 11 hours of walking all the way down into the valley, and then we go back out on the other end. So final day of walking. It's final goodbye to Mum and Dad. They're now heading off to the UK. We're heading to Rome, but our flight's not for a couple more hours. And then we've got a weekend in Rome, and then we're going to the UK as well. So final goodbye, and then breeze off to Greece. And we're going to be apart for a month.